In my previous video, I have talked about that how you can enable this NowAssist plugin, and then using the NowAssist plugin, how you can enable this NowAssist panel. And as you are aware of that, NowAssist panel is a very important panel for the agent, for the user who have backend access to the service now. It stick to that your right side, and you can do multiple tasks using this NowAssist panel. Now today I'll talk about that how you can actually work or how you can create your custom skill. So as you know that if you go to this under admin section and click this Now Assist admin, you will land to this Now Assist admin space. And under this Now Assist admin space, if you go to this Now Assist skill, and if you go to this ITSM, there are multiple skills are available like KV generation, incident summarization, providing the resolution note. So there are n number of skills are available. Now there could be a situation where you need to build your own custom skill which is not part of this any of this skill. Then the question is that how you can create your custom own skill. That thing we are going to discuss in our today's session. So first thing is that we talk about the Now Assist panel. So this is the Now Assist panel. Here you can see these all these skills. So these are the skill. As you know, the each skill have a specialization that can do certain task, right? So these all our skills are available under Now Assist admin. Now this skill are actually works where? How this skill works. So this skill actually you can attach to your Now Assist panel or your UI builder or your UI actions or in your virtual agent. This skill you can attach and that can be works. Now these skills, if you see that in this any of this skill, you have a options to make a copy or you can edit that. But ultimately in a backend level or ground level, if you want to make any modification, you cannot do any modification under this skill. For that, there is a separate module to work on a Now Assist skill. For that, what you have to do, you have to go to this left navigation and then type call Now Assist skill kit. So there is a module called Now Assist skill kit. Here, all these skill related operations like creating a skill from the scratch or modifying any skill from the out of box, or if you make a copy of this out of box and if you want to make modification, everything fall under this Now skill kit module. So you can just click the got it. So skill kit is nothing but a place where all the skills are present and you can make modification or you can changes that. For example, so this is the Now Assist admin panel. If I copy any of this skill and then go back here under the skill kit and then go to this ServiceNow skill, you can see the skill is available. So basically, this Now Assist admin panel is just holding a skill, but actually, if you want to make modification, you have to go to this skill kit module and then you have to make modification there. Similarly, if I go and then gap call KB generation, you can see all the skills are there, ServiceNow skills are there. So as you can see this under the skill kit, basically we have two module or two tabs. One is called custom skill, another is the ServiceNow skill. The ServiceNow skill are which is out of box provided by the ServiceNow, as you are aware of that. Custom skill is that you can create your own skill or based on your requirement, you can build that. Okay. So today I'm going to create a custom skill for my requirement. So the skill name is called, I have already mentioned some of the thing called incident categorization. So what I will do in the incident table or in the incident record creation, I will put some short description. I will put some description. Based on this short description and description, AI will understand this short description and description, and based on that, AI will generate a probable category and subcategory. So AI will generate the probable category and subcategory. Why I'm telling the probable category and subcategory? Because it is not always possible for AI to give 100% accuracy. It will give you the probable category and subcategory. So I'll click this under this custom skill. I'll click this create custom skill. So right now, remember that I'm in this skill kit module here. Okay. Now here I need to put the skill name. This is a mandatory field. So let's say that I'm going to put call incident categorization. So this is my skill name. I just put here. Okay. Now the description field. The description field is an optional field, but it is a very powerful field. make sure you put the description as much as possible in a ground level, low level with all this detail, so that AI can do the better job for you. So we'll go and then copy this description that I have just mentioned. Couple of things I'll just mention here also. So what I'm telling that understand the problem from the incident short description and description. Based on that, provide me the category and subcategory for the incident. So that's it. So I'm just telling the similar thing. Now here you have a default provider. So what is the default provider? The default provider, if you click here, there are multiple provider. One is called Now LLM Services, Azure OpenAI. So these are the out of box or pre-built ServiceNow AI. Now, if you have your own custom AI, you can set up that using these, like you can see the custom LLM services, Perplexity, OpenAI, all are bring your own key. It means that you need to set up by yourself. Okay. I'm not going to change anything. I will select call Now LLM Services, Now LLM Generic. So Now LLM Services have two things. One is called Now LLM and Now LLM Generic. I'll select the Now LLM Generic. Now, after that, you have a call user access. What is the user access? Like who will be able to access this skill? So you can define the specific role like ITL user or maybe HR admin or maybe ITL admin. They will be able to access that. You can specify that role or you can say that everybody, right? So you can select that. Now the bottom part is a very important thing. Here you can see that right from the scratch, choose one from library, use an AI prompt. So what is the right from the scratch? Right from the scratch means that nowadays it's very familiar that everybody is talking about prompt engineer. So you can put prompt from scratch. You can put multiple lines, prompt line, and then based on that, it can generate that. So that's a right from the scratch. If you click here, you have to write. There will be another section where you have to write that. So if you click choose from one library, you have a multiple template. You can select that. The best is that use an AI generated prompt. If you select that, what will be happen based on your description that you have provided, the ServiceNow AI will be automatically generate prompt for you. So you'll click here. And as you can see, it is generating the prompt for me. So you can see that it's generate a prompt for me. You can review that prompt. You can edit the prompt later, but at that moment, I'll click this use prompt. After that, I can click the next. As you can see this in this prompt, we had to provide an input as a short description and description. So the next step is that skill inputs and outputs. Here you need to define what should be our input and what should be our output. So output is already predefined, some template are already applied. You can create your own output, and then under the skill input, we need to create the input for short description and description. So you can click this add button here, and this is the data type section. We can select the data type equal to string and create one call short description, another call description. But instead of string, we can directly select the record and then select the table name called incident. And then further we can dot work that like incident dot short description, incident dot description. So we'll say that, and then we can make this mandatory as that. Then go to this summary page. So this is the summary page. This is the input. This is the output. This is the name. This is the description. And then we can click this finish tab. So in this page, as you can see that in the top, it is telling you that incident categorization. This is your skill name. The state of this skill is called draft. This is the description. This is the custom skill created by yourself, created on, created last modified date, or everything is presenting here. Now, in this case, you can see that skill input is telling that incident and it is a record, and then skill output that predefined output. And then under the prompt, it is telling that the now LLM services, the now LLM generic, and this is the prompt as you can see that. Now this prompt can be renamed. For the example, we can say that this is our prompt here. And as you can see that under this prompt, there are two red highlighted. One is called short description, another is called description. So we can click edit button and then we can modify this prompt. In case if you want to make any changes under this prompt, you can definitely go and change that. So you can click this edit this prompt. Here we need to pass this incident short description, and then here we need to pass the incident description. So let's go back here, delete that, and then click insert input here, and then dot walk to the incident record, and then we can search call short description, and then we can simply select that. So this is set. Similar thing, we can remove this one, click insert input, incident record, and then search call description. Okay. So our prompt is ready. If you want to make any changes under this prompt, you can do that basically, and then you can simply save that. So our prompt is saved under this LLM services. Basically, you can add multiple prompt as well as you can click this add prompt, and then you can add multiple prompt also. Right now we are talking or we are working on a specific prompt. We'll go and then work for the incident record. Now we can test this prompt that this is working correctly or not. We can go back our left navigation, open to that incident record. Let's pick any of this example incident, 57. Go back here, click run test. We can select that any specific incident and then simply click run button. This can understand that and provide you that category and subcategory based on the incident short description and description, as you can see that. Let's pick other two. So we'll go and then pick something called this one, 90. Go back here under the skill, run test. Go back here, put this information and then run test. So as you can see that it's telling that category equal to email and then subcategory is authentication issue. So this is a probable category and subcategory. It does not mean that this category and subcategory are actually belongs to that ServiceNow. So if I open this call, this incident record, so as you can see that here it have short description, description. If we go to this category and subcategory, so these two fields are we are talking about. So category is telling that email and then subcategory is the authentication issue. So let's see that category is, we don't have any category called email first of all, and then subcategory we don't as the category does not belongs to that, so it is under the subcategory software. Okay, so this is although not giving the correct, but it is categorizing that. Okay, so we can fix that later, but based on the incident short description and description, it is understand the problem and it is giving that some category and subcategory, although those are not available to this ServiceNow instance here, right? We can fix that things later, but this is how that skill can be created. Now what is the next step is that the next step is that I'm not going to the tool editor at that moment. We'll talk this tool editor later in phase. We can go to directly to the skill settings. Okay, before we go to this skill setting, we have to go to this prompt editor again. So this is the prompt. We need to finalize this prompt. Okay, and this is the prompt is a version control. So the moment you make changes, you finalize that, you need to provide the version. Okay, so we can click this finalize prompt and then you can click this finalize prompt. So this is finalized. The prompt is finalized. Now after finalizing the prompt, you can publish this prompt. We can click this. So right now you can see that it is in draft state. If we click the publish, the prompt or this skill will be published, and here it's telling that this incident record v1 is a default prompt or not. We can select that and then we can publish that. Okay, so you can publish that. Once you publish, you can see that this is telling you that to go to this link to NA. So to activate this, right? So you can go to this skill setting again. Under this skill setting, it's again have this skill name, it have description, doesn't have short description. So you can go to this deployment settings. Under this deployment settings, it have the workflow product features. What is this? So this is nothing but, if you go back to here under this admin now assist home, we have other, these are the, you can see that these are the your workflow. So other customer, employee, technology, these are the your workflow. So we can say that, okay, so I want to put where I want to put this skill. I want to put the skill under this technology. So we can select this under this technology. This will be works. And then under this product, we can select the ITSM. So we'll select that product is ITSM here. Okay. Now under this feature, you can see that we already created that in features called incident categorization. You can select that. And then here you can put this incident categorization features and then simply save that. Okay. So our incident or our, in case if you want to put in a different, you can click the create new features and then do that. So our things are done. Our skill are activated here. Skill are actually published, not activated. So under the skill kit, you can actually, skill can be created. Now you said that you can go to here under this module now, you can refresh there. Now in this page, what we can do, we can simply copy this and then search here. You can see that it is right now incident categorization is showing right now. Okay. So what I will do, so this is, I tell that this skill is created. Now where I want to use this skill, that I need to define here. So where I want to use this skill, I want to use this skill at that moment now assist panel. So I'll select that and then I'll simply save that. So this skill will be available under now assist panel. So I tell to the ServiceNow that I'm going to use this under now assist panel. Okay. Now go back, refresh again this page, search here. So this is, I published that, right? I published that. Now I need to activate this skill. So I can click this activate skill. So here you can design your skill under this now assist skill kit. And then under this now assist admin, you can activate or deactivate that skill. Now, as you can see that under this activation page, it's telling you that define access. So you can define this access here. Like you can define here, like who should be able to access this, this skill. You can click here, you can define that role, or else you can go and then say continue if it is available for everyone. Now here, where should be used? As I said that it is going to be used under Now Assist panel. So we'll select this conversational experience here. And then here we'll select this Now Assist panel. And then we'll go and then save and continue and then review and activate that. So we'll go and then finally review that and then activate that. Once this is done, you can see these skill are activated successfully. We'll refresh our ServiceNow. And in this Now Assist panel, using this skill, we are going to try to categorize that. So we'll say that this incident number, we'll copy that and go back here. We'll put that, give me. So this Now Assist will be understand that, will finalize that which skill is suitable for me, then that skill, it will be grabbed. So as you can see that it's understand that what should be the appropriate skill called incident categorization is should be that appropriate for this case. And then after that, it will ask you for your permissions. And then once you give the permission, it will give you the category and subcategory. So you can see that it is understanding that the incident details. You click this looks good. And it's give me that category and subcategory like email. And then the subcategory is this one. So this way you can create your own skill and you can put anything in a prompt and that you can actually use in your Now Assist panel later.